Hello everyone, this is Quantic giving you a shoutcast and a game from Quantic's STC versus Barcode Man. Here on Entomb Valley, this is going to be a Korean ladder game, and I am really excited to cast these games for you. One of the benefits of me being part of Team Quantic is that I get access to high-level replays and some of their practice games. Now, one thing I will say, just because this particular game is given to me from the STC, it doesn't ensure victory. I will say that these were just some of his ladder games that he just grouped together and sent on over. Once again, thanks to everyone at Quantic. And if you guys want to see more Quantic people or more Quantic interaction, I know there are a lot of Quantic casters and Quantic members out there. Just request it, go over to their Facebook page, and let us know. If you hound us long enough, we may actually do something. Now, STC is opening up here on the bottom left-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Barcode Man spawning here as the blue Protoss on the bottom right-hand side of the map. And so far, things look pretty simple on this particular matchup. So far, we are going to have a gateway being placed off over here. We may have a cybernetics core here, which would indicate a front or semi-front door seal, something that I don't often see from Protoss players. Now, coming back from STC, STC is going into a barracks first. It doesn't look like he is going to be going into a refinery. And by not going into refinery, it looks like it should be a one racks expand. One racks expand, especially with your ramp at the natural, you can place down a bunker here. And with that bunker here, the bunker can get off maybe 1 or 2 shots on any incoming stalkers before the stalkers can actually fire back, because they need sight up onto that high ground. Alright, Barracks now going to be training up one Marine, upgrading to an orbital. And what is the STC going to be doing? He is going to be scouting. He is now scouting in the wrong direction and will be scouting in the clockwise direction. So really no advantage by any one player there. Command center is being placed down. Marine now making its way down as well. Orbital command should be completed now, as a supply depot is already being trained, and we are now just waiting on that SCV to be queued up. There you go. And we should also now have a bunker down here. All right, one Marine on patrol here at the front door. Will this Marine... Oh, no, walks just away just in time to let that probe slip by, and that could possibly be bad news. All right, what is happening here? That Marine is just simply patrolling back and forth as a Zealot is now getting in position. One Marine here, no bunker as of yet. That bunker may be a little bit late, as the Zealot may actually come in. And what is that Zealot doing? The Zealot actually went to the wrong side of the wall here. Gonna take a little bit of damage from the Marine, as the Marine now does a little bit of a foot race. This is not looking good. 3 Marines versus 1 Zealot. How much micro are we going to have? Oh, beautiful micro coming in so far. And wow, SCV now taking a bit of damage. And oh, the Stalker now coming in to follow up. This could be huge. The Stalker is now trying to get off some shots here. We need a new SCV on that bunker. And a beautiful play by Barcode, by the Protoss, to take down the SCV, to make sure that that Zealot was not all for lost all for naught, as we now are going to see the Stalker trying to get chased, and now it looks as though that Stalker is just simply going to run away. And a beautiful split there by STC, making sure his low hit point Marine is safely inside that bunker. All right, bunker with plenty of room now. Are we perhaps going to see more Marines inside that bunker, as STC now going into that double refinery, double barracks build after a fast expansion? Still yet to see any add-ons. Nope, add-on now just being added. And we should see Stim Pack now being researched. Meanwhile, Protoss is establishing his own natural expansion. We are going into a robotics facility as well. So production buildings are coming online. Will we see an Immortal, or will we perhaps see an Observer come in first, as the Marines are now once again trying to push back those Stalkers, trying to get off a free unit. Perhaps if the other Protoss player is asleep at the wheel, it may work out, as we should see the healthy Marine completely unloaded in just a moment, and more Marines still being added. All right, STC very heavy on the reactor front. not getting some Marauders as well, but I am a bit surprised that STC is actually going double reactors. Normally in the early portion of the game, Marines have higher DPS and are a little bit more effective than Marauders, unless you are expecting Void Rays. Even against those Immortals, with this many number of Marines, you should be able to deplete those shields very, very quickly, and then let those Marauders finish up with the rest of that damage. Alright, Marines and Marauders attempting to take down this set of destructible rocks. It will get taken down here, and as soon as this is taken down, we'll see if he tries to go for an expansion. So a bit curious as to why he would actually move out that early. Marauder now making a move forward and getting off a shot here, but no concussive shell means that the Stalkers will be able to escape, and the Marauder is actually able to deal a fair amount of the Stalker is actually able to deal a fair amount of damage here, as the Marauders and the Marines are looking to regroup together and now move forward. Here we go once again, and oh, another round of attack. The lower hit point Marauder purposely moved back, as now we are going to see an engagement of the Sentries, the Stalkers, and oh, this could be a bad fight here. The Sentries, the Immortals, now all coming together. One Marine may get picked off, another Marine most likely will get picked off as well, but here comes the Marauders and the Marines from the other side, and a beautiful bit of a flank here. The Sentries may get picked off as well, and both sides, wow, a lot of energy from those Sentries were eaten up, and it's always very important that these Sentries are high on energy. Force fields now coming in. Marauders now do have stim alongside the Marines, and this could be a very easy cleanup here. More Stalkers now coming in from the north. Both sides still fighting. The Marines are caught on the wrong side of the force field and now trying to retreat and go back home. Alright, are we going to see perhaps the Marauders and the Marines inside the bunker, as we do have a proxy pylon just right outside the front door? This could be very bad. Here we have it. The Marauders and the Marines are now trying to engage. The Immortal going to get in position. SCVs are not going to be able to repair in time. And oh my goodness, SCVs are trying to act as a bit of a wall. SCVs fighting up against Zealots. Zealots now getting taken down. Sentries, Stalkers, and Immortal. That one Immortal in the very back, still dealing a lot of damage to those SCVs, and now it looks as though the Protoss player will come out ahead here. Cancellation on those bunkers. Marines now trying to make their way down. That last Immortal does get shot, as the Mules are not going to be able to make their way up. One Marauder up on the high ground, one Marine acting like there is no war, as STC is pretty much behind the 8-ball in terms of trying to get back into this game. Alright, let's take a look at the Protoss. Protoss running off of a whole bunch of gateways, now charging up the ramp once more. Double pylons on the low portion will be able to warp in up on the high ground, and STC pretty much without a prayer now, as the Marauders and the Marines now trying to come around. SCVs making their way over. Force fields now coming down. Both sides losing a lot of units. Unfortunately for STC, those units happen to be workers, and losing a worker, it hurts a lot more at this point in the game. Here we go once more. Both sides still engaging. The Marines trying to figure out what exactly they can do. SCVs working together. Stalkers are on the run, and the Marines and the Marauders are in position. Are we perhaps going to see a little bit more attacking again? Another Zealot gets taken down. STC is still doing a good job with the small number of units that he has in order to deal at least a fair amount of damage and limit the amount of damage being dealt here. STC beautifully microing these units to get every ounce of health out of them. But even with some beautiful micro, I think that is going to be it. And there is the GG. So STC losing this game here on Entombed Valley. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.